Okay, this is the sterno. It's definitely lit. Can't see the flame at all. Let me zoom in closer. And you really can't see the flame at all. I can feel it, can't see it. So that's, I think that in my opinion, that is a bad issue there. I mean, because you're constantly waiting on your food. You're waiting for the water to get hot, and you don't even know if it's lit or not. You can't see it. Sterno's a good, reliable thing. I have nothing against them, other than the fact they're slow. So that concludes this. Like I said, I can't even see it. I know it's lit. I can feel it, but you can't see it at all. I'll zoom in on it, and I definitely can feel it's lit. It's not producing a super amount. Maybe this is an old sterno can. When I bought it, I don't know, but it's a failure if you ask me. Okay, we're having to do a retake here, but I forgot to turn off the sterno can. We're now at, hopefully you can see that, 29 minutes and a half, and we got some bubbles going here. Okay, at 29 minutes and a half. End of this video. We'll put it to the back. Oops, fog. Well, good morning, Jenny. I'm gonna have to set this on the tripod real quick. You're looking at a foldable Esbit stove right here. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start the tablet. When this tablet burns out, the test is over. Alright, tablet's burning. I'm going to drop it in there. I'm going to put on 1 pot of water. Now this pot of water is equal to that pot of water, and this is the sterno can. It's now had a 32-minute head start over the rest of them. I forgot to turn it off because I've had to remake this video. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to my Solo Max. I'm going to start it. Solo Max is now started. I'm going to turn it all the way up. Again. Oh, it's a little high, but that's okay. Now, I got the Solo Max going. Now, this is unfair for the clunker stove that I got here. This clunker runs on several size bottles. I'm going to start it now. Alright, and instead of using one of these lightweight pots like these other three, I'm going to put a standard kitchen pot on this booger. Alright, and it is now 33 minutes into sterno cooking time. There was no sense of this running for 33 minutes to wait for the sterno to start. Okay, the other 3 stoves are going, and I'm going to swing back the Esbit stove. If you notice, I got a heat shield around it. You can see the flame going. The water's starting to steam a little bit. This is the sterno. The water's starting to steam a little bit of boil. One thing I've noticed about them is you can't really see the fire or flame. I'm going to remove it for a second. I'm looking straight down into it. You can see the purple jelly, but you really can't see a fire. But we got a little bit of steam going here after 34 minutes. About the same amount of steam just about coming off of the Esbit. And we're going to move around to the Solo Max. You can hear it going. And you can see what's going on here. As soon as that tablet burns out, this test is over. Still going. Now, being the old clunker, you can buy These are the standard fuel bottles for it. Alright, the green one. Comes with a base. And notice this is a yellow one. Same thing. You can see how it just screws right on the top here. You've seen these before. You can get a torch. This one right here comes from a hardware store as a torch. But the bottle still fits on the old clunker stove. Now check this out. We're starting to get a little bit of a bubble here in the Solo Max. The old clunker, on the other hand, look at that. She's already starting to get her head for a rolling boil right now. Okay? She's clearly beat the Solo Max. Alright? So we're going to back off. I don't want to get the camera to it. And like I said, I'm using a standard kitchen pot. Not a lightweight aluminum pot like these are. Okay? Now we're starting to get some bubbles over here on the Esbit stove. Still got a nice flame. The Sterno, I'm going to back this off and spin it around just a little bit. Oh, you can feel the heat coming off of it. You can't see any flames. You have to really check it with your hand. Alright. We're at 36 minutes on the Sterno. Sad, isn't it? Esbit, we're starting to kick up on some boil here. At this point, you're ready for some instant coffee on this. Let's move back over. Look at that. That's boiling. Alright, you'll have to excuse me. I'm going to set the camera down. I'm going to dump the water. I'm going to set it back up on the clunker stove. Maybe. Alright. It's even got more water than it did the first time. The Solo Max. It's starting to get a good bubble on it going here, as you can see. The Sterno can, it's still steamy a little bit. There's some bubbles forming on the side. The Esbit, it got some bubbles in the back going here. Okay. And you see it's still on fire. At least you can see the flame. The Sterno, you can't really see much of nothing in there. You have to put your hand up against it to see if it's hot and going. Alright. We're at a rolling boil. So, according to this, it took 5.5 minutes to get that to a rolling boil. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put that out. Very hot. Alright. Clearly it beat the Sterno by 33 minutes. Now the Esbit tablet, we're still going here. I think that would be hot enough probably to dump it in a mountain house. Would be iffy. I think you'd really need 2 tablets to really get that to a good roll and boil. The Sterno is hot enough now for a cup of instant coffee maybe. The old clunker here, look at this. It's already starting a second boil going here. Alright. Like I said, if all else fails, you can buy the clunker. You can still get this at Kmart. And again, I'm using a standard cook pot and not one of these lightweight pots. Alright. So the old clunker is really kicking butt here. Like I said, you can get it. It comes with a stand. And it rolls. This is my personal preference because it's light, it's compact, and it takes about 5 minutes to get it boiling. Okay, Esbit tablet's just about burned out. Got a little bit of a boil. Good enough for mountain house, I would guess. Cup of tea. Sterno, I'm sorry. This is a complete failure. We're at 40 minutes. I'm going to put the heat shield back on it, but I doubt I'll ever get it up to a rolling boil. Alright. Esbit just about had it. And again, let's go around the camera tripod. We're already at rolling boil again a second time with this one. I'm going to go ahead and conclude that test. So, if you want fast, that's the fastest. If you want the second fast, one like this is the second fast. The Esbit tablet, you're talking, you're going to need 2 tablets and about 12 minutes to get it at a boil, I think. And Sterno, well, good luck. I don't really think you'll ever get this to a boil. I mean, if you had a pot of stew and you wanted to slow simmer, the can of Sterno would be the way to go. If you wanted to set and burn for, or cook for maybe 2 or 3 hours, multi-cook. I mean, a long time cook. But for fast, lightweight, this one won. As far as fast and lightweight. As far as cook time, the old beast here, she'll cook 3 to 4 times as fast as the Esbit will, even if you use 2 tablets on the Esbit. And but she's heavy. She's not a lightweight. I think you could use it bike camping if you really wanted to, which that's what I originally got it for, until I found the Solo Max. But this whole thing's been with me for years. Done a lot of traveling, cooked a lot of meals. You can see she's got some wear and tear on her. And again, you can buy the fuel anywhere. Everybody's seen these things. They're everywhere. Kmart, Kroger, Walmart, Sam's Wholesale, you name it. And then again, if you can't find it, you can go to a hardware store and buy the regular bottle for the torch, and it'll cook it. You just have to be a little bit more careful. I'd put a rock beside it or something so it's a little bit more stable, but it can be done. But this concludes this test in this video. The Esbit, well, you can see there's a tiny bit left, but why bother? Sterno, after a total of 42 minutes, because I had to redo this video and forgot to turn it off. Anyway, so it ran the whole 42 minutes with stopwatch next to it. End of test. Jenny, have a great day.